here actually in the office today with the one and only Live with Drive. So we are live in Reunion headquarters with the Live with Drive guy. We've got Steve here from DriveCentric. Obviously, I'm missing my counterpart, Dave, but with you in town today. There's no way we had to do it in person. So
good to be in Raleigh, man. It's been a long time since I've been in Raleigh. And I'm always going to give a plug out to the Angus Barn, man. They did a great job. If you come to Raleigh, you got to go to my favorite spot of all time, the Angus Barn. How do you guys not go there like once a month?
It was delicious. And I'll tell you, if Angus Barn's watching this right now and wants to throw a little sponsorship to a Reunion station, we're here for it. But that's what we're here to talk about today. We've got Steve in town. And you got some exciting stuff going on, man. You know, with Reunion Station, you being one of our first guests, one of the things that we really want to do, and Dave, if Dave was here, he'd be the one mentioning this, is that there's a lot of great companies in automotive doing great things for dealerships. And so one of the things that we want to do on this show is allow them to highlight themselves a little bit, right? It's hard to do that in today's environment. So tell us a little bit about DriveCentric, what you guys got going on, what's maybe a little bit different about some of the bigger or different CRMs out there? Maybe not bigger anymore, but different.
No, it's a loaded question. No, I mean, we started the company about 13 years ago now, but when I came on board, it was about 9.5 years ago. So I'll be celebrating 10 years in October, which is kind of cool.
Very cool.
But no, we started out with 35 rooftops, and now we're up to 1,700. And I think the thing we're going out there being different on is we're going out there, we're preaching a fresh message. We kind of study the customer's buying behavior, what is exciting the customer, and then we focus our energy on building the system based upon what our users want, which is a very simple system, but then put all the tools we need in one system so I'm not managing from all these different windows. And so, besides CRM, it's video, AI, tracking customers on the website, live streaming, chat. I mean, we just got so many tools now that work seamlessly in one package. And I think as we've grown, I think dealers, they're in vendor consolidation mode.
Most definitely.
And I think you got to just understand what the vendor is really good at and focus on that. We know what our channel is to be successful, and that's what we're focused on. We're not trying to be a DMS. We're not going to be an inventory tool. So, but yeah, our latest thing that we're really excited about is our new AI. It's called AIM, which stands for Augmented Intelligence Marketing. So most people go out there, and with inventory coming back, people are starting to invest in data mining tools.
Right.
So,
absolutely.
The problem with these data mining tools, not that they're all bad or anything like that. It's just different. We're going out there. We're using filters. Go out there and target these customers. Artificial intelligence can now go out there and hit customers, whether it's like 3 months left to go on a lease, high interest rate, low interest rate, anniversary, dead deals. It could go out there and just create conversations. And by creating a conversation, will lead into an opportunity. So that's what we're excited to go out there and show. It's really wild what AI can do with powered by ChatGPT-4, of course. That's what everybody's talking about.
That's perfect, honestly. And I think there's a lot of misconceptions about AI. And do you experience it in the dealership where you go in and you talk to some of these guys and there's a lot of apprehension about that? Or
absolutely.
How do you guys get through that with a lot of your dealership clients today?
Yeah, it's a lot of education, right? And I came to Raleigh. Obviously, I'm speaking on ChatGPT, but I visited a couple stores, and yeah, people want to fight the AI. People want to fight technology, and my favorite scenario, and I'm going to do a TikTok on this.
I can't wait to see it.
But you don't even know what it is yet, dude.
I'm an avid Steve TikTok follower. That's my only TikTok follow.
But let me ask you: do you have a Roomba?
I don't, but
but you know what?
But only because I have 2 small kids, and I can only imagine the destruction that would cause.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? But I get your point. Yeah.
But if you had a Roomba, would you sweep the floor?
No.
Of course not. So if the AI is going out there communicating via text, via email, what do you have your people not do? You don't have them text and email. You get rid of all your templates, and you let the AI create those conversations. So you focus your people on calls and video. And it's just amazing that, because everybody's got to adjust their workflow when you get technology.
Right.
And that's what I think the hardest thing for people to do is take their hands off the steering wheel, trust the AI, let it do what it's doing. Because, salespeople are just buried in their workflows.
Right.
So you got to leverage the AI to get the engagement. And if the stores are watching this and you're like, man, I got to get more of my people doing their workflow. The problem is your salespeople want to sell a car today. They don't want to sell a car for the future. There are no more George Gerards out there. There just aren't. Joe Gerard is out.
It's gone.
You know what I mean? So salespeople are selling a car for today, but what you have to do as a dealer operator is think, how am I going to brand my store for the future? Salespeople come and go. Technology like AI doesn't.
Yeah. No, I think you hit the nail on the head. I think the most recent stat I saw, and this is an unfortunate one, right?
Yeah.
Is that if I lease a car today, it's something like above a 75%, maybe even a higher chance that salesperson won't be there when I come back to turn my lease in, right? And so for me, when I think about technology operating in the background, who's picking me up as the customer, right? And obviously that's where the AI can come in. That's where some of the technology can come in.
And I think of the AI as flow for Progressive.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
It's
like,
just always there.
It's always there. Or whatever whoever your person is, that's the brand ambassador for your store. That's what AI can technically be for it.
I love it. And so, you guys have been at the forefront, I believe, and we love what you guys do of the technology side in the CRM business for a long time. In fact, when we originally met, you beat me in a Shark Tank competition.
Oh my gosh, you still remember that?
Of course, I'm bringing it up. We had by far a superior product, but you guys came in with the GIF and video.
That's right, baby.
And so, even with those kind of things, you've seen dealers adopt that kind of stuff at a higher volume now than obviously we're talking AI, but I know that there's still some folks out there that, we're using the nice text-heavy template. Are you starting to see that shift a little bit, especially as we're having to enter a much different sales environment today?
Well, I think with the partners that are working with the dealers, we're OEMs, Shift Digital, or what you guys do.
Right.
Part of the things that I'd like to think that we do a great job is we communicate to our dealers the way we want them to communicate to their customers, so it rubs off on them. So if a GSM, if an internet director, whatever, if they're communicating to our support, which is the best in the industry, by the way, got to give them a plug.
Yeah, you have to.
But we communicate with a lot of gist to our people.
Yep.
And if they see that communication and make it a situation light of something that could be kind of sticky or just put a smile on somebody's face, we're hoping that transpires, that they start communicating that way. So I think no matter what company is out there, if you're preaching video, you should be sending videos to them so it breeds that.
Absolutely.
And they eventually start doing it to their customers and give them a better experience.
But kind of make a collective decision to go this way, right?
That's right.
I love it, man. And so one of the things that I know our dealers rolling out a new CRM is that it's no easy task. It's a big decision, right?
Head trash.
Tell me about it.
Head trash.
Tell me about it. Well, that's exactly it. Is it easier? How does Drive help make it? I don't want to operate out of 17 tools anymore. I don't have that much time. So how do you guys make it easier for a dealership to get you guys on board and implement it, and how's that process look?
Typically a lot of the stores we convert over have business rules that are going out the wazoo.
Sure.
They have a lot of templates out the wazoo. So typically what we try to do, and again, with artificial intelligence, you can get rid of a lot of your business rules. Most of our stores have business rules set up to like 14 days or less. We have stores with no business rules.
Yeah.
We have stores with no templates. So the heavy lift then really is just getting the data transferred over, and then the new mentality to think engagement management versus data management. So it's really not as bad. Most people, and again, just all the people who are coming over to Drive, the biggest concern is always the data. Always the data, and rightly so. Everybody wants their data. But the heavy lifting as far as the business rules they're just not going out in 90 days. The average customer is buying a car in like 4 days, 70% of the time. If you go out to 10 days, it's 70 or 80%.
Wow.
I'm sorry. So why do I need
stats.
business rules out 30 days, 60 days, et cetera? So it's been refreshing to a lot of dealers when they come on.
That's great. It's and for us, obviously we've got two sales guys up here, so we won't go down the data rabbit hole too much. But from a marketing perspective, man, there's so much data, very rich data in there about what's happening in a dealership, and that's one of the things that we love to sink our teeth into quite a bit, and that we like, working with you guys on, which has been really fun. One other thing that Drive does that I think is just badass, and we're obviously going to try and emulate it one day, in a way, smaller scale than what you guys got going. But man, I love DC-20.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about why you guys started that, how your clients are really enjoying it. Maybe I think you got at least the 4th or 5th one. How many times have you guys done this?
Yeah,
now?
our 5th one's coming up. We've already done 4
awesome.
of them, and
Sweet.
they've all been sold out. Our biggest one was just in February.
Okay.
So, I'm really happy. It's been very accepted within our clientele.
Yeah.
The way it came out was an idea from the medical industry. A lot of people know I was in the medical industry for a period of time. And what we used to do in the medical industry is take, whether it's a pharmacist or a doctor, to go learn best practices from other
makes sense
pharmacists or surgeons to get better. And so if we know who the best practices of something like video, how do you implement AI? How do you adjust pay plans and or get rid of business rules altogether and so forth? There's just so many best practices. How do you celebrate and save a deal in DriveCentric versus traditional CRMs of a desk log? It's like the desk log is so old, but people still go to that. So we highlight these dealers, we train the dealers to be the speakers, and they come in and they educate everybody on their specific practice. So right now we have about 15 dealers. I mean, it's dealers, GSMs, internet directors, marketing. So we can spread it out and target those titles to come in and learn best practices in those certain areas. So, but widely accepted, and we usually get about 60 to 70 people show up at each one. So the next one's in Nashville, baby.
I love it. Your hometown now,
That's right. That's where I live, baby.
I love it, man.
Got to plug my daughter, Jenna Wrestler. All right.
Musician, ready to roll, right?
Yeah.
I love it, man.
So
I love it. Well, Steve, this has been great, man. Obviously, Dave, we miss you, but it's been great.
Get well, Dave.
Get well. Great to have you in the office. Great to have you in Raleigh.
Thanks for having me.
And
man, awesome.
it's always fun when we get to chat with you.
Yeah,
so
and these guys are good people. I mean, I'm just gonna say, man, I've known these guys for a number of years, so it's great to network in the industry with people you trust. And obviously, Dave and Chad are great company, great people. So I always love being with these guys. So
appreciate that, Steve.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for Reunion Station.